Season 2.
Hello everybody, it's IHateWill, and today we are playing Minecraft on the iCraft SMP server. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different. I'm just doing a little bit of busy work around the base here. The focus instead will be, I will be A-ing your queues. About 2 months ago, I asked for questions because I had this grand idea for a special episode to do with Steph. I will not go into detail about that, but the plan is still in place. Everything is set up. We just need to find a time to do it together. Now, we're going to have to get more questions when that day comes. But these questions are getting old. I want to get them out of the way, so we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Alright. Question number 1. People or dogs? People. Why is that even what kind of question is that? Would I rather hang out with the dog? Probably. Whose life do I value more? A person. Now, I don't understand why that's a controversial answer at times. If there is a complete stranger falling off a cliff, and my dog falling off a cliff, I love my dog a lot. I'm going to try to save that person, if I had to make a choice. I think you should go to jail if you don't make that choice. Why wouldn't you? People. I probably just lost everybody listening right now with that answer, but we'll move on. Alright, pancakes or waffles? Pancakes. Waffles. It's too dried out. I like a wet cake. Something absorbent, like a sponge. Waffles are too much like little pockets of syrup. Don't like it. Rather have pancakes. Would you rather sneeze kittens or poop rainbows? Now, if we just remove the fact that I am very, very allergic to cats, which would obviously mean I would prefer to poop rainbows because that's just a spectrum of light. I cannot be allergic to that. Just think of the logistics of sneezing kittens. Yes, kittens are very, very, very cute, of course, without question. But if you sneezed a kitten every time you sneezed, or sneezed multiple kittens, it wouldn't be too long until they're just overrunning the entire neighborhood. All the kittens everywhere. Your house, outside, your place of employ, your school, everywhere you sneeze, a kitten would come out. There's already a population problem with pets, with dogs and cats. Why would I want that? Pooping rainbows. I wish I actually could poop rainbows. Rainbows are nothing but light. If I could just poop light instead of what I actually poop, all day. You realize how much time I would save if it just came out light? I could go anywhere. I wouldn't have to stop for a bathroom. A rainbow's not gonna smell bad or stain my clothes. No. Poop rainbows, if you know anybody that can make that happen, I'm definitely down for that. Give me a call. Alright. Team Peter or Gale. Now I assume you mean Team PETA. As in Team PETA or Team Gale from the Hunger Games. Which do you prefer as a romantic interest for Katniss Everdeen? Now, I could just give a really quick answer, and that answer would be Team PETA. But let's break that down for a second, okay? First of all, these kids are very young. Very, very young, and they're all living through a totalitarian dictatorship, and afterwards a rebellion against that same dictatorship, sure. Gale has more in common with Katniss before she enters the Hunger Games. There's a familiar connection. They know each other's families. They enjoy hunting together. They have that in common. He seems to get her, sure. Let's just ignore the fact that she's a 16, 15-year-old girl. She's gonna change. She's gonna mature, become somebody else. But what she has with PETA is a shared traumatic experience, and that is being reaped into the Hunger Games, having to fight to the death everybody else. Now, in the movies, PETA didn't kill anybody, but in the books, he did. In the first book, it was a mercy killing, but Katniss definitely has a body count. Now, I think having the same scar, because they both suffer through night terrors, but having that same scar makes it easier for them to coexist together. They know each other's weaknesses. They know each other's triggers. They've been through a lot together, and that's something that Gale, no matter how involved with the rebellion he gets, he would never understand what it's like to kill other children. Gale is the perfect companion for somebody who never got Reef. If Katniss never entered the Hunger Games, then it would have been fine. It would have been fine. That's the perfect partner for you. But she was. So was Peeta. That's a shared experience. Now, afterwards, after all the scarring is done, that does not make a relationship work. Guys, ladies, relationships are not these terrible, terrible events where two people come together and overcome this great adversity. It is not Mario rescuing the princess. It is not Nathan Drake on a beach fighting pirates. It's not that at all. A relationship is what happens when it's quiet. Can you stand each other at dinner? Can you sit on the couch and watch Netflix together? Do you laugh more than you cry? Do you laugh more than you yell at each other? That's the important stuff. It's kind of hard to gauge that whenever you're Hunger Gamesing or rebelling against your dictatorship. Once you get past the Hunger Gamesing in your life, once you get past the rebellion in your life, what are you left with? Alright, moving on. Pizza or tacos? Pizza tacos, obviously. Ice cream or chocolate? Now that's an interesting question, isn't it? I wish I could say ice cream. I want to say ice cream. If presented with both, I will eat the ice cream. But I do have a few issues with dairy, and I would rather have chocolate. Unless I pooped rainbows, then I would pick the ice cream all day, every day. That'd be the only thing I ate. What has been your favorite Minecraft build ever? I'm assuming this is from Not Quite Nerds Lindsay. What has been your favorite Minecraft build ever? Now, I'm assuming that you mean that I've built. If I had to choose, it would be what I started doing last season in iCraft. I felt really good about it. I felt like it was a unique style, one I haven't seen anywhere before. It was an evolution of things that I've done with Steph. I felt a little weird doing it without her, but I probably wouldn't have progressed as far if I was with her. I really liked where that was going. I intend to finish that build eventually. Once I figure out, I'm going to work with MC Edit to combine all my solo worlds and stuff I've done on servers, just to have it all there and do a solo vanilla series that way. But right now, too busy to do that with Baby and everything else I'm doing. But yeah, Season 1 of Minecraft over in our Savannah Plateau M base, that was my favorite. Okay, also from Linz. Do you draw Minecraft building inspiration from other Minecraft pictures, from real life places, or is everything you create pure imagination? I'd like to say all three. I don't look at Minecraft pictures so much as I watch videos. The guys I prefer to watch are good builders. My favorite Minecraft YouTuber is BOO100. I find him very entertaining, and he was the first series that really inspired me to get more into building. Now, obviously, I'm not on his level. Most of us who are going to be watching this, who are going to be listening to this, nowhere near that. Never will be. But I certainly draw a lot from that. I also drew a lot from Steph. I know it's kind of hard, especially on this server, to look at what Steph has done. But if you've looked at some of our previous videos, go back to Funk the World, Funk City, which was my Minecraft SMP before I joined the server here. Minecraft with Will and Steph. If you see that, I feel like Steph has this really great organic style. It's one I've tried to mimic before and try to put my own spin on it, but nobody does it like her, in my opinion. I think she is also a very talented builder with her own unique taste. But looking at pictures, not something I really do. What are the other ones? From real life places, I tried. Whenever I do modern builds, I do look at modern buildings. I do not redesign it block for block for block, but I just pull any big shape like that. I like to take that and throw it into the build. I built the sheriff's office based on a picture. I don't remember what the picture was, but I built it exactly like it. That's why I think it's one of my more boring builds. You know, in these little pop-up towns, these little mining towns, and their simple little buildings. Not the most exciting stuff. But I would say that most of my builds come from purely imaginative sources. Yes. Okay. Also from Linz, what's the best thing about living in Texas? And if you could choose to live anywhere else, where would you choose? The best thing about living in Texas, Linz, you know this, is no state income tax. Yep, that's a good one. Other than that, I guess it beats living in a third world country. But I'm not really a big fan. The thing is, I mean, there's like certain cities, certain parts of Texas that I would defend with every last breath. Certain neighborhoods in Dallas, large chunks of Fort Worth, Austin, even a little bit of San Antonio and Houston. Great metropolitan areas, very progressive in their thoughts and their ideas, culturally relevant, great places to live. Now, I always say, and this might be true in other parts of the country too, but for every 10 miles you take outside of a major city in Texas, major city, you go back about 20 years. And it doesn't take very long until you're in 1860. And as a brown guy, I do not feel comfortable in that environment. No, I'll stay in the city. Nope. That's my big issue with living in Texas. Also, I also feel like the state government of Texas does not represent my views. So I feel underrepresented in my government. Now that's a simple complaint. Everybody feels that way about their government, whether it's state, local, or national. Where would I live? If I could live anywhere else. If I could live anywhere else, I've been reading a lot about Sweden. I think I could get along there really well. Now, learning Swedish, probably not something in my best interest, only because it seems really hard, and I don't like doing hard things. In the U.S., honestly, I would move to Los Angeles. I've been wanting to do that for a long time. I had an opportunity, 10 years ago. Yeah, it was about 10 years ago, to do that very thing. I didn't do it. I decided to stay in in Fort Worth, because I felt like I had a family obligation to do so. I was wrong, but, you can't take back. And if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have met Steph. I wouldn't have my daughter sitting about 2 feet away from me. I wouldn't have any of that. So, I'm grateful I didn't go, but I would still move to LA in a heartbeat because, what I want to do more than anything is I want to produce the things that I write into a visual medium. Now, I don't want to, I would, but I don't really see myself being able to go to a network or anything like that. I don't have that delusion in my life, but I think I can meet other people with similar goals in a place like LA, where you can go there and you can meet people that want to, they want to act, they want to direct, they want to produce things, they want to write things. They have technical prowess like me. They can do all these things, but they just lack the other people to help. You go to LA to meet. You go to LA to meet. You go to LA to shoot stuff, to record stuff. That's what I want to do. I have this whole stack of scripts I believe in wholeheartedly. They're all comedy shorts, sketches really. I want to record them. I want to make them, but I don't want to do them before I have the people and the infrastructure in place because they're my babies. They have to look great. And I think if I move to LA, I can find people that'll help me make that. Definitely. It'll be a situation like, hey, if you help me make this, I'll help you make yours. Very simple. Let's see. Next question. Will you answer any question asked of you from Anonymous? No. I have been told there are 2 types of people in this world. This is the next question. Which 2 are they? I believe that there are 3 different types of people in this world. The haves, the have-nots, and the gon-gets. I'm a gon-get. I may not have it yet, but I bet your ass I'm gonna go get it. Alright. When you lose motivation to play and record a game series, how do you deal with it? From Zero Plays Games. Zero is, of course, an iCrafter, a very good iCrafter. Go check out his channel. Check out Lynn's too as well. How do I deal with the fact that I lose motivation to play a game? Well, I have to look at it like this. If I lose motivation, but the series is doing well, I of course have to stick with it. I do not believe in this play the games that you love thing. Now, obviously, if you play a game you love, your commentary is going to be better, but you also have to take into consideration, especially if you're an adult like I am, there's only so many hours in a day that I can dedicate to this. Only so many hours in a week. Only so many hours in a month. Now, I record a lot of episodes, but that's because I have really good time management with it. If something's not working, I can't pump time into it. I feel like I've been doing that lately with some of the series that I'm doing, the Assassin's Creed and The Witcher, frankly. But I've been so easy to cut things in the past, and I always feel really bad because I look at things. I look at my audience retention for something like The Witcher. It's very high for the few views I get, which is crazy because I also get no audience participation in it. Things like Binding of Isaac. I love playing the game, but I can play the game and enjoy it just as much if I'm not doing commentary. I play it quite frequently without doing commentary, but when I do upload it, I get messages on PSN talking about it. I get audience retention's really high. I don't know why. It doesn't get a lot of views, but I stick with it. Now, when I decide to cut something, like for Dragon Ball Xenoverse, I just didn't enjoy it anymore. So it was a really easy cut. But sometimes I cut something like, last year I tried desperately to get off the ground an NBA 2K15 series. I loved it. I loved the game. I loved playing it. But I was getting like 6 views at a time. And I don't got time. I don't got time for that. It took me a while. I talked with Steph a lot about it. I run it by her, and I'm really just searching for her blessing to quit. I respect her opinion quite a bit, and that's how I deal with it. Alright, also from Zero, how do you start your day? I wake up every morning and I ask myself, is life worth living? Should I blast myself? Next one. No, I'm just kidding. That's a Tupac song. That's a Tupac song. I pretty much, now I start my day. I go check on my daughter, of course, make sure she's okay, make sure she's diaper changed, do all that. I feed her, do all those things, but then I go over to the computer, see how my channel's doing, and if there's some time in the morning, I try to record some Minecraft. A little bit of Minecraft every day. Let's see, also from Zero, do people ever look at you oddly when you inform them that your biggest hobby is playing video games on YouTube? No, I don't think so. I'm pretty open about what I do with everybody. I don't really hide anything that I ever try to do. So, it sounds like something I would do. Sounds like something up my alley. I think most people that know me in real life realize that, yeah, that does sound exactly like something I'd do. I got a background in speaking, talking. I've had aspirations of entertainment most of my life. I've been lucky enough to work in certain areas of entertainment. Once I found out that YouTube existed, I jumped on and didn't let go. And I think if you asked anybody, hey, does Will seem like he'd be over there talking on the microphones and playing the video games? Yeah, they'd say yes, even though I don't know anybody that speaks like that. They would definitely say yes. Alright, who was your idol when you were growing up? Wolverine. No irony. Wolverine. I wanted claws, I wanted an adamantium skeleton, and I wanted to heal real fast. That's it. What color do you wear most frequently? Black. Yeah, most of the things I'm wearing are black. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing black pants, a black t-shirt, black rim glasses, black socks. I wear a lot of black, and I'm not goth or anything. I like clean colors. Alright, I wear a lot of solid colors. I wear a lot of dark grays, wear a little bit of purple from time to time, because I do like it. I used to wear a suit and tie for work. Once I quit that, I just realized, you know what, I just want to wear cheap t-shirts. They look nice, don't get me wrong, but t-shirts and jeans, and then that's it. So I mostly rock black t-shirt, some dark blue jeans, not like dad jeans or anything, cool jeans, and some Chuck Taylor All-Stars. High tops. I'm wearing black too. Alright, who is your favorite author? Now, I love this question because I like to read, and I like when people ask about reading. My favorite author of all time, without a doubt, Kurt Vonnegut Jr. My favorite author, Slaughterhouse-5, Cat's Cradle, The Sirens of Titan, even Breakfast of Champions, which they made into a terrible movie starring Bruce Willis, which I loved the movie, but it was terrible. But that's a great book. They're all great books. It's a little weird for some people. A little weird, but I appreciate that. I would say in high school and college, and outside of college, the first few years, definitely my biggest influence on how I approached writing came from Kurt Vonnegut. Kurt Vonnegut's rules for writing, something I live by, something that he taught me. It's one of the rules, one of the top rules, but I also apply it to YouTube. I apply it to anything where I have to speak or express myself in general. And that rule is write for one person in particular. Keep that one person in mind at all times. I do that with YouTube. Sometimes it's my daughter in the future. Sometimes it's my wife. Sometimes I pick out, if I know certain people like certain series, I pick them out, and it's like I'm speaking directly to them. Kurt Vonnegut is by far my favorite author. I also enjoy Bukowski. I like Bukowski a lot. Who else do I like? God, I like a lot of old depressed men, don't I? Hemingway, big Hemingway guy. I guess I would say that I'm a very big George R.R. Martin fan because I've read every single one of his books, and those books, they're very big. Very, very, very big. Who are your favorite YouTubers? Earlier I mentioned B00, of course. He's probably the person I watch the most. When I first got into watching Minecraft videos, I got into Mindcrack, so I have a bit of a loyalty to some of those guys. Now, not all of them. The guys that I watched from that were B00, Generic, Etho, those guys that aren't a part of Minecraft anymore. I also liked watching Doc, Anderzel. Those are my guys, probably the 5 that I watch most from Minecraft. Got into Hermitcraft not too long ago. I've been watching Mumbo anyway, Mumbo Jumbo. I watch a lot of him. So those are the Minecraft guys I watch mostly. Other game YouTubers I watch a lot of Vanoss. I also like Scene Anners, like that a lot. I like a good 3-minute video. Cut out all the fat, show me that. I enjoyed that quite a bit. Non-gaming channels, I like Hannah Hart, My Drunk Kitchen, and the late great Joan Rivers, which is weird to say because she was a stand-up for so long. That's what she's best known for, but I really liked In Bed with Joan. Thought that was a really great series. Okay, you might hear a little bit of banging behind me right now. Somebody's up. They're in the kitchen. I'm in a different room, but this mic picks up quite a bit, and the walls are kind of thin. So let's keep moving. Okay, besides Minecraft, what's your favorite games? I would say, yeah, I would definitely say Grand Theft Auto Online, from Grand Theft Auto 5, of course. One of my favorite games. Played a lot of that with Steph and our friend Evan. We did a lot of videos together.
Watch out, watch out, watch out!
I was walking with my girlfriend on the beach.
You see, he was about to take her golfing.
No, get out!
I always look so calm in the car with you.
You shouldn't be.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Do check those out. That's like the infancy of my channel. That's what I really originally wanted my channel to be before I discovered that I had a real love for Minecraft. I actually owned 2 copies on PS3, 1 copy on Xbox 360. I have the PlayStation 4 version. I did buy the PC version, but then I realized I was the only person I knew that owned it. and I returned it via Steam. We'll probably pick it up once I can record on a more regular basis with other people. Right now, with the baby and everything going on in our lives, there's my baby too, right there, talking, yelling. With everything going on in our lives, a little hard for me to collaborate or even just record on my own. So we'll eventually be playing that on PC as well. Other games that I enjoy, Mass Effect, big Mass Effect fan. Dragon Age, love Dragon Age, love the BioWare RPGs. Ever since Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, love that game. Fallout, love Skyrim, love the Elder Scrolls, been playing them for a long time. I actually own 3 copies of Skyrim. I owned it on PS3, Xbox, and PC, which is weird, I know, but at the time I was playing it on the Xbox. Steph says, I want to play it too. Ended up hijacking my Xbox. I said, fine, I'll buy it on the PS3. Bought it on the PS3. Isn't that funny, baby? My baby's laughing at that. And then eventually I said, you know what? I want to play with mods. I want to play on the PC with a mouse. Bought it on the PC. Other than that, Red Dead Redemption, loved that game so much. It was touching to me. I felt like 2010 was a good year for games. Civilization, Warcraft 3, not World of Warcraft, Warcraft 3. Loved that game. Let's see, why are you IHateWill? About 12 years ago, I fell into radio. My radio name was Will the Blogger. I hated being called Will the Blogger. That was even before blogging was actually a thing. So I started a personal blog just to talk about what I felt, how I felt, about anything. And as a very tongue-in-cheek thing, I decided to call it I Hate Will, because I hate Will the Blogger. Just kind of stuck with me. I'm not really imaginative in my names. I have a hard time coming up with handles. When I started my channel, I already had @IHateWill on Twitter. It just became I Hate Will Gaming. Now, I don't feel like it represents who I am. I don't hate myself anymore. I am self-deprecating. There are some things that I do loathe about myself, but in general, I'm pretty positive about myself. Don't even hate other people. Just don't want to be around most people. Alright, how did you and your wife meet? We met at a freight company we both worked at. We both worked the graveyard shift. It's a very, very big company. I will not say the name of it. We worked in the same department, and we spent about a month talking to each other, just kind of feeling each other out, and then I asked her out. And we've been together ever since. Never broke up once. It's been, well, shoot, 7 years since we've been dating. We've been married for almost 5. Next month is our anniversary, our 5-year anniversary. It's been a good run. It's been a good run. Favorite pasta dish. Now, I am very partial to what I cook on my own. These last 3 have been from Crimson Rose. Let's see, I got 2 more from Crimson Rose, 5 in total. Crimson Rose, of course, is a member of iCraft. Go check him out. Favorite pasta dish. I like a big noodle, I like rigatoni. Like a baked ziti. I make my own sauce. I am a vegetarian, so I make this vegetarian bolognese sauce with some Morningstar fake meat crumbles. It's my favorite. I will not eat unless I have to. I will not eat restaurant sauce. I'm a much better cook than 99% of the restaurants I've been to. So, no, I take a lot of pride in my cooking, obviously, but anybody that's had my cooking will all say the same thing. I've never had anybody ever say, Will, you make a crappy tomato sauce. Nope, never happened. So favorite and least favorite Minecraft mobs. I don't have favorites. I guess if I had to choose, I would say, I like chickens just because they're so useful. But least favorite, none of them bother me. None of them bother me at all. So a creeper blew you up. So what? Blew up part of your house. So what? A zombie bit you. So what? Who cares? How did you get into YouTube? Also from Crimson Rose. As soon as I found out that people did this, I decided I wanted to do it, and within a month I was doing it. It was that simple. Steph actually showed me a video of this guy playing Grand Theft Auto Online. The person was named Marley13, and what he was doing was he was pretending to be a cop and was pulling people over on Grand Theft Auto Online. And I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was this really evolved bit that he was doing. I liked the visuals of it. I liked everything about it. I liked the packaging of it. And I decided right there and then that I could do that. What E3 announcements were you most excited about? Oh, this is 2 months ago, wasn't it? Fallout 4, of course. Very excited about that. Even though we only had a small teaser trailer for it, that didn't show anything. Very excited for Mass Effect Andromeda. HoloLens, that looks amazing. The potential for that is pretty big. But that's about it. That's all I can remember right now. I was also very excited for Fallout Shelter. But, yeah, that's all I can think of. Any tattoos? No. No, and it's not because I don't like tattoos. Steph has tattoos. I love her tattoos. I can't picture anything I like enough to put on my body. Probably never gonna modify my body like that. Next question. Why you no do more stuff on camera? I'm assuming you're asking why I don't do more face cam. It's just the setup here. Like right behind me is a big AC unit and my daughter's refrigerator filled with my wife's breast milk. It's not very pretty. Not very pretty at all. That's the only reason. I mean, I've done it in the past. I'm not afraid of showing my face. If you follow me on Twitter, you follow me on Facebook, you know what I look like. I use my profile pictures of me. I have pictures in my gallery. I've done face cam on A Binding of Isaac. I've been in my buddy Clintworth's stream, a comedian sitting on couches playing video games. I've been in an entire 2-hour episode of it, the longest episode ever, by the way. Been in that. I'm sitting there. Not very flattering, but I'm sitting there. I've done announcements, using my face. I've done all that kind of stuff. I'm not afraid of getting on camera. But the reason why there's not more stuff with me on camera, and I would love to do more stuff on camera, is just my current setup right now does not really look nice on camera. Okay, final question. Will you do accent tag? No. No, I won't. Alright, I think that's gonna do it for today's episode, everybody. Thank you for asking questions. We are planning on doing our original idea. It's gonna be very funny. So if you have any more questions at all, send them to my ask.fm. That is ask.fm/IHateWill. Ask me a question. I will answer it eventually with Steph. But for now, this is Will. I am signing off. Take care of yourself. And I'll see you next time.